Ha me ha me.
Uh,
For those wondering, we are currently taking a break from playing Sparking Zero and watching Dragon Ball Daima to bring you the latest episode of the Anime Dudes and the Anime Dads podcast. My name is Bjorvio, and I really hope my Kamehameha didn't blast you away. I was trying to. You probably couldn't tell because you were so scared, but I was actually launching it from my feet, so you weren't the target. I was just trying to fly and be super high in the sky and then fall back to the ground so that the anime dad could catch me. Did you
you,
do it, anime dad?
you're lucky I went pee pee before recording because otherwise my pants would be pee peed. Very good. I'm sorry, very good Kamehameha. I'm allergic to my Kamehamehas, as you can tell. But very good. And Sparking Zero and Diama, I haven't watched the first episode yet. Have you?
No, I'm probably gonna watch it either at some point tonight or first thing in the morning, honestly.
I am pumped. I am pumped like a tire. I'm pumped like a
Basketball?
yes. And final thing, I'm pumped like a
Air mattress.
good. Yeah. You read my you really read my journal.
Journal. For those wondering if we're friends in real life or not, there's your answer.
All right, well, let's get into improv questions. I ask three improv questions. Bjorvio asks three improv questions. I'm going to do all three, and then Bjorvio is going to do all of his three just to mix things up a little bit. It's all improv. Are you ready?
I think I am. I think I am. I think I am. I am.
Let's make it Dragon Ball theme because Dragon Ball is so huge. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right. Let's imagine you are Goku's best friend, and you actually grew up with him when he was young. You used to watch his grandpa die. You go hunting with him every day. Bulma pops around. What would your one piece of advice be to Goku before he leaves with Bulma?
Kevlar is your friend.
Kevlar.
Kevlar. I mean, the first thing she did is she shot him in the head.
That's actually very true.
Outside of that, it would probably be okay, Goku, here's what we got to do. Okay, here's what we got to do. You have to respect people's boundaries, both within and without a fight. He's not going to understand what that means at first, but then later on down the road, he'll be like, oh, that's what that means. And that's how he actually learns instant transmission.
All right, you're playing Dragon Ball Sparking Zero. Who's going to be your first character that you're going to play with? First, second, and third character that you are going to use, and who you want to go up against?
Okay, so I'm going to take a little bit of controversial approach on this. I know that a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh man, I'm so excited with Goku, Vegeta, the mains." I actually am going to go for Krillin first because I really love Krillin. I love his moveset. Sunny Straight does an amazing job as always. So I gotta go with my man. I gotta go with the Krill Master. Second pick. You know, I'm probably honestly gonna go with Future Gohan because if he's
Yes.
unlocked right away, I've always loved Future Gohan. I love his design. I love everything about it. So probably Future Gohan. And then final place, gotta give it to Super Saiyan 4, go Vegeta.
Yes. Oh, I've seen some TikTok things of them doing like a final flash Kamehameha of them fused Gogeta, and it was
I think it's
absolutely
Gogeta,
incredible.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, I I saw that and it was just like straight up eye candy, like my eyes just kind of melted. I don't know if you know, these are replacement eyes.
Right, they look pretty good. Do you go for a different color or?
I actually did go for a different color, because I was promised that these would give me vision to see in the dark. I was lied to. And so now I'm in the process of suing them.
Finally, um, let's say you were a no, that's too simple. Finally, um, out of Balma, Pan, and Chi Chi, who would win in a drag race?
Hmm. You talking like cars?
Yeah, yeah, cars like a drag race. Like I think that's when they like handbrake turn and stuff like that.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Here's what I'm gonna say. Bulma's got the tech on her side. Okay. But there's one thing that we're all very forgetting about is that Chi-Chi's actually really fast by herself. And the only problem is I think she's going to get mad and break every single control in there. And Videl is going to be super competitive, but again, she is in high school or not far out of that. You know who has pretty much a lot of experience driving all kinds of vehicles, including into space? Bulma. So therefore, I say Bulma would win the race, and then Chi Chi would beat her up after that.
Good choice. All right, what are your three for me?
Okay, so you are in a so you are best friends with Krillin, and he tells you, and you guys are raised together until he trains up. He's like, I'm gonna go train with this turtle guy. You're like, okay. He comes back about 2 years later, and you're like, hey man, what's going on? How's your life been? Oh, it's been great. I had to carry a bunch of milk around. I entered some martial arts tournaments. I died. I came back, and now I have a year to face off with this other guy with a tail. And you're like, okay, what have you been doing that shocks Krillin?
Well, the first thing's gonna shock him. I'm gonna say the words, "I'm krilling it." I'm krilling it, and he'll be shocked because of that. And then no, that's the main thing. I'm krilling it. He's gonna be shocked. He's gonna look up to me because he's gonna be a little bit shorter than I am. What dojo is Krillin from? I forget. Like, who sent him to? I remember they battled him in the martial arts tournament. Their dojo.
Yeah, I don't remember because I don't ever think I saw that particular episode of Dragon Ball. Because I always remember seeing the clip for it on Toonami of seeing the monks go like, "Oh, I just love fighting," but I don't remember ever actually seeing that episode.
I know. I remember seeing it recently, and it's just because of the dots on the head, the six dots. The people that he's with have the six dots as well, and they're bullies to him. That's all I remember. All right. What is your second question?
All right, so you you visit Kami's lookout, and he's like, "Hey, I'm too busy to train you, but that's okay. I got other people here that would happily train you." And so you could learn martial arts from Chi-Chi, Yamcha, or Korin. Who do you pick as your master?
It would be. It'd be Corin. It'd be Corin, based on the timeline. Um, Yamcha's got a really, he's really good at yoga. I think it's called Dying Dog, not Downward, sorry, Downward Dog is his yoga move. Chi-Chi's incredible at what she does. But it'd be Corrin. Yeah, he's cool and he can dodge pretty well. And he trained Goku, so following in his footsteps would be the way to go.
All right, just don't drink the water there. I've heard it's terrible. We're throwing so many Dragon Ball references out there. I hope most of y'all have seen Dragon Ball, like the actual Dragon Ball. If not, this is your chance to go watch it. Dragon Ball is great.
It is
Um,
fire. Very good.
all right, so let's move a little bit future to Z for some of our other ones. Um, you summon the Dragon Balls and wish upon Shinron, and Shinron is like, "You who have gathered the seven Dragon Balls, I shall grant you any transformation that your heart desires. But in order to do so, you also have to become the race or the species that has that transformation, if applicable. So some like Kaioken, anyone can learn. what transformation do you take and why?
Great
And keep
question.
in mind, you'll never be able to go any higher on that. So if you pick Super Saiyan 2, you won't be able to do 1 or 3.
I mean, I'd love to be a Saiyan, but I want to go crazy. I do like the Namekians. It'd probably be Orange Riley, Orange Riley, the anime dad,
That is a
because
very underrated form.
it is. And I love the Namekian race. They got a real, or species. They've got a real cool um, way of doing things. Respect nature. So and also, how much time would I save only drinking water and not eating food?
Not to mention, like, just extending your arm to grab the remote from the other side of the room.
Yes. Or if I've got a cut on my hand, I just chop my whole arm off, grow it back. No cut on my hand anymore.
Exactly. And you can make your own set of Dragon Balls.
Yes. Talking about Daima, Stephanie Nadoli reached out to me this morning. I forgot to mention to you, and we need to get her on the show again before she gets way too popular. Because it'd be great to talk to her. For all of you who don't know, Stephanie Nadolny is the voice of Kid Goku, Kid Gohan, and she's amazing.
She is. I think she does another, like a few others in there. Like she might be like one of the Kais as well and something else. But hi, I'm Goku is probably what she's most known for. And she does that about 9 billion times better than I just did.
9 billion. Well, we're talking about food today, all right? We are talking about anime food, and we don't watch anime for the food, but it is a good byproduct of it. There are some really, really good meals out there, and we're going to talk about the anime food that we would love to eat and enjoy. Um,
Hmm.
Now, I've got like two, three, four on my list. You got the same, Bjorvio?
Yeah, I have about three-ish, I think. So I think and there may or may not be some repeats on ours. I'm not sure, but
I don't
at least
know.
I think probably one of ours is a repeat. But either way, yeah, I got about three. I could
What
probably pull out a fourth one if I needed to.
what's one of them?
So my first one is going to be the one that might be a repeat, and that's going to be anything that comes out of the ramen shop in Naruto
That
is
is a
probably top
repeat.
tier.
That is a repeat.
Okay, like it's a repeat for a reason, okay? It looks so good.
It does look really, really good. Ichiraku ramen, I think it's called. And
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I've heard that if you go to Japan, they like replicate it. I'm not even sure of the flavor, but it just looks incredible. The way they eat it, the way he loves it. Do you know what goes in it? I didn't actually research that.
Okay, so I actually have seen a TikTok recently that breaks down every single ingredient and how to make it at home, assuming you have all the ingredients for it in it. First off, respect to people that make ramen like that because it takes a long time to do it. But second, respect the process, man. It looks so good. If I can, I think I saved it somewhere. So if once we get done, I'll send it to you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. That's a great choice, and it's funny how you knew it was going to be a repeat. This might be a repeat as well, um, because we watch similar anime. But takoyaki, octopus balls, and that's from it's in Dragon Ball Super, specifically, and also I've seen Fat Gum eat it and love it. But Dragon Ball Super, the way he does it is more fun. Now, Vegeta, for those of you who haven't seen it, he destroys an octopus in the water, chops it up, um, makes it beautifully. It looks fluffy. It looks yum. And the game they play, they put wasabi in one of them, and it's like takoyaki roulette, and it just looks so much fun.
That wasn't on my list. I do have something from Super, but no, that sounds really good. That didn't even cross my mind. Um, I would love to try that.
You have you seen it being
Preferably
made on
not.
TikTok as well?
No, I haven't. but I'm curious too. I'm sure as soon as we get done recording, it'll be like the first thing on my thing.
Bro, it looks incredible. There's like these street vendors, and they it looks beautiful the way they turn it around with little with chopsticks. It looks amazing. And I'm not even a massive seafood fan. I don't even like octopus too much. But it does look incredible. Yeah.
All
Um,
right.
who is next on your list, bro?
Well, I'm gonna stick in the category of super, and I couldn't pick between these two. But I'm gonna say them for similar reasons. And they are the pudding that almost made Beerus destroy the planet, and also the noodles that made Whis so happy he decided to save Earth.
Those have such strong meanings behind them. It's so important.
They must be that good, okay? Like if Beerus nearly destroyed the entire planet because he didn't get this pudding, it must be good. And also, like Whis' face, like I've had plenty of instant cup ramen over the years, and don't get me wrong, I love it, especially like on a cold day or something like that. It's just really good. But I've never made that face that Whis made, and so seeing that, I'm like, I need to get me some of whatever specific brand Weiss had because that just looks incredible. And I've thought that since I saw Super.
Bro, me too. And it's just a slurping, the way they slurp up and eat it just makes you
Mm-hmm.
want it as well. It's and then like, they do, like crack it open, trading on the God's world, and they all like eat it together. It's yeah, they make it look incredible. But great choice and great reasoning behind it. Um, one of mine is One Piece's curry. I'm not sure if you've heard of that.
Mm.
One
Yep.
Piece is special Japanese curry, and I actually attempted to make it recently because there's a lot of recipes out there. And I'm happy to announce my daughters ate it all, and they loved it. It
Ooh.
was very nice, and the way they make it, and the way Sanji cooks it and makes it look, it just thinking about it makes your mouth water. It is absolutely beautiful, and I'd highly recommend making it if you haven't already. There's also really good. We've got in our store. We've got these little Japanese curry stock cube things, and
Mm-hmm.
that adds a lot of really beautiful flavor um, to it. So that's why that's on my list.
That sounds awesome. Honestly, I really did consider putting Sanji's curry on there, but there is actually something from One Piece that I think I would like a little bit more than that, even though I would probably combine these two. And that for me would be that just massive thing of meat that Luffy eats every once in a while. Like just this massive thing that's still on the bone, but it's cooked so stinking well. Like, if Luffy's devouring all of that, it must be good. Okay. So am I going to finish that? No. But my goodness, does that look incredible?
You're so right. Oh my word. Yeah, that does look incredible. They make it look perfect, and it's so hard to make meat like that. I've tried,
Mm-hmm.
but the bone in type thing, you need a particular cut. But they make it, yeah, they make it so good. I'm glad you chose a little one piece in there. Um, there's another one that I saw recently called, it's from Traveling Another World with Children. Let me just
Mm-hmm.
ask my wife quickly. Wife, wonderful wife, what are those little things that they make that put soy sauce and butter on it in that Traveling to Another World with the kids? Is it clams or is it? Do you remember? It's not clams. It is something else. I didn't.
Scallops or oysters?
Scallops. Scallops. Yes. Now I don't like seafood. I don't like scallops. But the way they make it look. Now this guy is selling fresh scallops on the side of a dock, and he comes over and they've never seen soy sauce or butter before, and he adds a little cube of butter and then sprinkles some soy sauce on it, and a crowd starts forming, and it goes a bit crazy. But um, just the way it looks makes me hungry. Again, it might not taste the same way, but do you like scallops?
Yeah, I'll eat them. They're not like my go-to, but I do like them.
Yeah, well, the way they do it, again, just makes me just cook it in the shell as well, and then put that little butter and thing on it.
Ooh,
Just looks glorious.
I'd eat that.
Do you have anything else on your list?
I got a couple more. Two from Demon Slayer. So that noodle shop that Tanjiro goes to right before he first meets Muzan Kibutsuji, and he like no, he does meet him or something there, and then he comes back and his noodles are cold, so he orders two more and then just downs them. I don't know what it is, but those look incredible, and I I I want that in my life. Um,
That's a good choice.
and number two is also Zenitsu has these like I don't know what they are. There's some kind of like cheesy mochi potato something or another. I think I don't really know, but he's like kind of eating them on a stick or something. They look really stinking good. I would devour all of them, and I don't even know what they are.
I think I know which one you're talking about. It does look so good. I've got one final one. It is the meat buns that All Might brings, or the pork buns, or something like that, that he brings over
Oh yeah.
to the UA school, and it just looks, and UA already gets pumped for it. But that's sort of, I haven't had those before.
I have. They're quite good. You should. I don't know how hard they are to make, but they're pretty darn good.
Are they sweet? So, like sweet bun, and
A
then
little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
okay. Well, they're they look very yummy, and if Deku likes them, and Rabbit likes them, and Bakugo likes them, they must be pretty, and of course All Might, they must be pretty
Right.
darn good. But if you,
Ironically, my last one was from MHA as well, which is you remember when All Might's trying to give Deku that bento box and then he just kind of jumps away and it gets wasted? I would eat that. Number one, it touched All Might's hands, and number two, bento boxes are really freaking good. There's a place not too far from me where we can get a shrimp tempura bento box, and oh my gosh, it'll make you smile on the cloudiest of days. It's just so good.
bro, that's actually on my list as well, the bento boxes. And the way they make those little like panda faces or little dog faces on the
Yeah.
rice, and it's cute. And I'd love to do it for my girls one day, but I'm not that talented. But I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go one day. I need to live up to the anime dad name.
I
Very
think you
good.
do a
Yes.
pretty good job.
So if anyone listening has any cool things that we've missed about food on anime, please send it through. We'd love to hear what
Or
your anime
recipes.
food is, or recipes. We try it. And me and Bjorvio, even if there's a recipe that requires two people, we can meet in Japan. I've said to Bjorvio numerous times, we'll go there for a couple of days, for a weekend, make some yummy food, and then head back home. Um,
Yep.
I thought for our improv session today, we could get ChatGPT involved. And
Okay.
would you be okay with
Yeah.
that? Cool. I've been trying something out. Let me try. You can only hear me, of course, but let's try. Hey, we're on my Anime Dad Dudes podcast at the moment. How are you?
Hey, Riley. I'm doing well. Thanks for asking.
Good.
How about you?
Yeah, good.
How's the podcast going?
Oh my goodness. You talking over me again, bro. Good. Well, I was wondering if you could give us an anime quiz, if possible. So you ask me a question first, the anime dad, and then you ask Bjorvio, my co-host, a question, and a different question, and we see who gets it right. Would that be okay?
Sounds like a blast. Let's get this quiz rolling. All right, Anime Dad, here's your question. In Dragon Ball Z, what's the name of the transformation that comes after Super Saiyan 3? And for your co-host, Bjorvio, in Naruto, what is the name of Naruto's signature jutsu? Good luck, guys.
Okay. After Dragon Ball, after Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan in Dragon Ball Z, Super Saiyan God? Is that right, Bjorvio?
I would. It's either three or four. I mean, it's either God or 4, depending on whether you count GT or not.
That's good. What is your? Do you know your answer?
I believe. Well, there's a couple that it could be. I think it's probably the Shadow Clone Jutsu, but it could be the Rasengan. And so I don't know which one. I'd go with either one of those personally.
Okay, well, we have our answers. My answer was Super Saiyan God, and Bjorvio's answer was the Rasengan or Shadow Clone Jutsu. Are we right?
Let's see how you did. Anime Dad, you got it right. The transformation after Super Saiyan 3 is indeed Super Saiyan God. As for Bjorvio, Rasengan is the correct answer. It's Naruto's signature jutsu. Well done, both of you.
Thank you very much. Could you give us one more question each and do it in a funny voice?
Absolutely. Let's have some fun with it. In a deep, dramatic voice. Anime Dad, here's your question. In One Piece, what is the name of the island where the Straw Hat Pirates find the All Blue? Switching to a squeaky, high-pitched voice. And for Bjorvio,
gosh.
in Attack on Titan, what's the name of the giant walls that protect humanity? Good luck.
He sounds like Aaron Yeager. um,
He kind of does. What is the walls that protect humanity? Good luck.
what was my one? Where do you find the All Blue? I was laughing too much. The All Blues over the Grand Line, I believe. I'm glad he said One Piece. What are the walls called that protect humanity?
See, that's the thing. I just remember them being called the walls. I mean, I know that they have the Titans in them, but is it just the walls of Paradis?
Is My answer is the Grand Line is where you find the All Blue, and Bjorvio's is the Walls of Paradis. Are we right?
Close, but not quite there. Anime Dad, the Grand Line is a key location in One Piece, but the All Blue is actually a legendary ocean rumored to be somewhere in the world.
Yeah, I knew that.
And Bjorvio,
What?
the walls
I knew
protecting humanity in Attack on Titan are called the walls of Maria, Rose, and Sheena. But great effort, both of you. Keep
Wait,
the
I had
anime
to list
spirit
all
alive.
3? That's not fair.
Very good. All right, hold on. Final one because this is fun. Final 2 questions for me and Bjorvio, and make it in weirdest voice you can think of. All right, like a little high pitched fairy voice and like just weird voices.
All right, let's
Give
get
me a run
weird.
for my money.
In a high-pitched fairy voice. Pardon me, Dad. In Sailor Moon, what is the name of Sailor Moon's talking cat guardian? Switching to a deep, echoing voice. And for Bjorvio, in Full Metal Alchemist, what do alchemists consider the greatest taboo? Good luck.
How does he know you so well,
Human
Bjorvio?
transmutation!
All right, the cat.
What's the name of the cat, Anime Dad?
The cat is called Chickadee Boo Boo, and Bjorvio said the greatest taboo is Jack in the Box fruit. I don't know why he said that. Very weird.
Oh, well, those are some creative answers. The talking cat guardian in Sailor Moon is actually named Luna. And in Full Metal Alchemist, the greatest taboo is human transmutation.
All right.
Oh,
all right.
gee, I should have known that.
Why were you thinking Jack in the Box fruit? That's weird, bro.
I could have told you the name of the cat, too, but I guess I'm just not going to do that either.
All right, brother, take us out with a better voice than ChatGPT. Any of your choice.
Well, okay. Oh gosh, let's not do that. That was no.
I saw you getting dizzy while you were saying.
No, that's just how I talk with some of my clown-like voices. Now we're switching into Gyutsuro. Let's. You know what? We haven't mentioned this in a little bit. Let's do this voice.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the ending of the Anime Dad and the Anime Dudes podcast. For those that don't know, my name is Thick Thunder, and I have the pleasure of being on almost every episode since episode 37, which you should go check out now that this episode's over. Hope you guys come back next week because we have another amazing show next week, and I'm gonna go grab a snack because listening to this made me very, very hungry. Until next week, go beyond.
Heroic deep
Plus
voice.
Ultra.
Plus Ultra.